Hey,
to
it's fire.
251-928-2111.
Bye.
You can also email your pledge to office@archangelradio.com.
Someone's just jealous.
I bet.
And now, your host, Tom McDonald.
All right, we're back. Well underway here, hour number 2 of day 2 of the Archangel Radio Fall Pledge Drive, where we need your help to raise our goal of $105,000 over the course of these 3 days. We only do this twice a year, 3 days in the fall and 3 days in the spring. And we can't do this without your help. You can call or text 251-928-2111 or visit archangelradio.com and hit the Donate Now button. And we want to take a moment. It's been about an hour since we did this. Remind folks of the different levels of participation in the station. One being, which we've done for years now, the 1410 level, which is if you make a donation of 1410, you can join us for our 1410 dinner on Friday, December 1st at the Ezell House in Mobile, where our special guest is Wes Loper, who joined us yesterday for an hour. He played some music for us, and we had some good conversation. And that will be a great evening of fellowship with fellow Catholic supporters of Archangel Radio, and some good food and music and inspiration on the part of Wes. So please consider joining us at that 1410 level, either as a one-time pledge or spread it out monthly. Anything you are able to do, we would appreciate. Also, you could join our 360 Club with a pledge of $360. You will receive a very nice Archangel Radio tumbler that says you're a member of the 360 Club. So
that is high value item there.
You can flex on all your friends with your 360 Club, like I do each morning, using it for my morning coffee. That's only $30 a month, spread out over 12 months. Or you can be a friend of 1410, a friend of Archangel Radio, with a pledge of $240, which is just $20 a month. That's the cost of your Netflix subscription, right there.
Is that what the going rate is these days?
Roughly, yes. If you have multiple devices.
You know, it's like a friend that you're lending money to. $20 a month. Of course, we'll pay it back in prayer and something of that sort. But that really helps us with our monthly donations, and it's a little bit easier for everyone with the challenged budgets, I should say, to really help us. 251-928-2111. We got a $500 match on this hour from Rockbridge Wealth Management in Daphne. So we thank them. They put $500 up, and they're asking you to match it. And so we appreciate Rockbridge Wealth for their effort there. And it's in the hot seat is St. Michael Catholic High School. So I know we got a lot of fans of their school for just they're close by and the ways we are interconnected with them. So we'll let you bring those up and remind everybody that to get your pledge in this hour, day 2 of Pledge Drive, 251-928-2111. Also, I got to eat some of that the breakfast provided by the barn at Hope Farm. So
yes.
That was good too.
Yeah, I had a muffin that was so big that I really was worried I was not going to be able to finish it during the break.
Oh, wow. That is a challenge.
I managed.
Okay.
So we have several students from St. Michael here joining us, so many that we're going to have half during this segment and the other half after the bottom of the hour break. So we got about 15 minutes or so with y'all before that bottom of the hour break. So real quick, go down the line and just say your name and your grade into the mic.
Franklin Cash, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Baylor Olive, and I'm a senior.
Calvin Ash, and I'm a junior.
Evan Helton, I'm a junior.
All right, so we have sophomore, senior, junior.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, excellent. And I know the red, Baylor, the red shirt is a senior privilege. Is that right?
Yes, sir, it is. So every year during our junior ring ceremony, we get to wear these, and it's honestly an honor. I've been looking forward to it since freshman year.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
nobody else gets to wear the red color.
Nope, just us. Just the
Okay, good.
seniors.
Very nice.
That's right. I've been, I teach at McGill, and our seniors wear black. They have privilege to wear a black shirt, and I've been lobbying for a really obnoxious orange shirt like this, but no one's going for that yet. All right, so we're kind of a clean slate here to hear all about what's going on at St. Michael and what y'all's experience has been. So I'll just toss a softball question out to y'all, and we can go one at a time. We'll start with Franklin. If somebody was moving to Baldwin County and they were looking for a high school to put their kids in. And you have to give your best sales pitch for St. Michael. What would you tell them?
Well, I'd say that St. Michael is very faith-driven, and the teachers are always nice to you. And that, I guess, faith is a huge part of St. Michael, as we have weekly mass every Wednesday, and theology classes required at every level, freshman through senior year. That it's a really great school to grow your faith and grow closer to Christ. Also with a bunch of Catholics, and we also have a bunch of Catholics or a bunch of non-Catholics that go to St. Michael. That it's just good to be with other people that you can grow closer to Christ with.
Awesome. Baylor, how about you? As a senior, you've got, I'm assuming you've been there all 4 years?
I have, yes, sir.
Okay, so looking back on those 4 years, how would you pitch the school to someone?
Honestly, St. Michael is just such a great school with, you can just, like Frankie said, about growing in your faith, but really academics-wise, I feel like I'm very prepared for college, and I've really had the best opportunity to learn to the full extent, and I've been pushed, and it's been really, really great.
Well, let's, you mentioned college, and as a senior, I have a son who's a senior this year, and we're right in the middle, neck deep in like college applications and
Yes,
all that kind of
sir.
stuff. So where are you in all that?
Yes, I'm knee deep in it too right now. I'm started applying, and so I'm just waiting to hear back from colleges and stuff right now. But it's really exciting, and it's great to see where my future is going to be in the next year.
Do you have a front runner, a place like a dream school?
My dream school is in New York called Marymount Manhattan. So I want to be
Really?
a dancer. So that's
Okay,
that's why I love it up there. So
awesome. And what, as far as dancing, what kind of dancing do you do, or is that? How long have you been doing that your whole life? Or?
yes, sir. I've been doing it ever since I was 2. I've been doing it in all styles, but mainly contemporary and ballet are my focuses. And I just love it so much.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that. I hope that works out for you.
Thank you.
Calvin is next, and Calvin, you're a junior.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I teach juniors, and that's my favorite grade level to teach because there's a maturity there in juniors, but you don't have senioritis yet. You're still like fully focused on life in the here and now. So I feel like that's the best year of high school is junior year.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to somebody who's wondering about St. Michael?
I think both faith and academics are a major part, but I think also we have one of the quickest student cultures growing at St. Michael's, incorporating all these houses that we started to form, and really starting to build a giant student culture where everyone's a giant family.
So tell us a little bit about the houses and how that works.
So at St. Michael's, there's 4 houses: Allen, Quinlan, Portier, and O'Sullivan. And the houses will compete against each other all throughout the year, and then it's just pretty much there's a winner of the houses who wins most of the competitions, and they get I think it's called the House Cup, and the winner of the House Cup pretty much just gets bragging rights, and it really just brings people together from all different backgrounds.
And the houses are a mix of all 4 grade levels?
Yes, sir.
How do you get put into a house?
So whenever you are a freshman, you get sorted by the sorting hat into a house. So it's kind of like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. So you get put in a house, and then you're welcomed into the house with most houses will have a blue shirt or a flag or something that they'll wave around whenever you go into a house.
Awesome. Evan, you're also a junior?
Yes, sir.
All right, so tell us about your what you love about St. Michael.
I have to agree with Franklin and Baylor. I think it's a great academic school, but also having a theology class and learning about Catholic and Christian faith throughout the 4 years, I think that's great.
Yeah, that's why Catholic schools exist, is for the faith element. That's the thing that we offer that you can't get anywhere else. And it should be the foundation of all the rest of your formation and education.
It should. And also we have Mass every Wednesday, and we also have confessions every Tuesday, and I just love that.
And who are some of the priests that come by to do that for you?
We have the Christ the King priest, Father Savoy, and Father Gabe. We have Father Zogby.
Yeah, I think that's about it. They usually alternate every week, so sometimes we'll get a different priest. So we don't really know, but usually Father Gabe comes in.
Yeah,
Sometimes
okay.
Father Steve also.
Excellent. So this is the Archangel Radio Fall Pledge Drive. Just want to remind you again, we're talking to some students from St. Michael, and we'll bring in another set of students from St. Michael at the bottom of the hour. But we want to remind you that to participate in our pledge drive, you can call or text 251-928-2111. So if you are a St. Michael parent, or just really anyone who is involved in the Baldwin County Catholic community who understands the importance of St. Michael, and what a great blessing it is to the church here on this side of the bay, please show your support for them taking time out of their schedule to come here and be with us and talk about their school by giving your support to Archangel Radio, 251-928-2111, or go to archangelradio.com and hit the Donate Now button.
We got a pledge in that's trying to help us with that $500 match we have on this hour. So $100 pledge from Ronnie. Thank you very much. Carol has given a pledge of $1,500. Thank you very much, Carol. And Matthew and Stephanie have given a pledge of $1,410. So they'll be coming to the $1,410 event with Wes Loper on Friday, December 1st over at the Zell House in Mobile. You too can be a part of that, as Tom said. Text or call. And if you're busy it's a busy morning, just send the word link to our text line and we will send you a link back to donate. It's real easy. 251-928-2111 or archangelradio.com. That's where a lot of people are going these days to donate now. You'll see the button right on the homepage.
So we're going to go around the horn again with the four of y'all. And this time, I want you to we're kind of clean slate as far as what activities you're in or what your main focus is at school, like maybe sports wise or club wise, whatever. So I want each of you to pick out that one thing that you feel equipped to talk about or share with us about your maybe what you're involved in or what's going on at school. So we'll start again with Franklin.
Yes, sir. So I'm a peer helper at St. Michael, and there's about 60 of us. And all through our different grades, we go out in school helping out. We do tutoring every week in the mornings, and just help out the students whenever they can.
So is it usually older students helping out the younger students?
Well, yes, sir. It can. Well, yes, sir. In that case, it could be, but you can also match it with grades like sophomores and juniors.
So somebody maybe in your same class that's struggling a little bit with the material.
Yes, sir. So like my strength is in math, and so I can help someone out in math in the morning.
And do you find that helps you with your math to have to explain it to somebody else?
Yes, sir. It's definitely because I have a younger sister also, and helping her with school has also helped me with I guess kind of public speaking and also learning the math better, and just whenever you do something over and over again and teach it to somebody, you just get it better.
Yeah, I've found that the best way to really learn something and make it your own is if you have to explain it to somebody else. And then you really got to think about putting it in your own words, and then that makes it your own, and that's a really great thing. So peer helpers, we think of it as you're helping other kids, but it's just as much help to you.
Yes, sir.
As it is to them. All right, Baylor, you mentioned dance, but what other sorts of things are you active in at St. Michael?
So I'm a student ambassador. So basically what a student ambassador is somebody who opens the door for you at events, or say today's 8th grade preview day. So all the 8th graders from our feeder schools are coming into St. Michael, and they're all coming to tour the school, and they're all coming to come to mass with us. So as a student ambassador, my job is to go out to them and to show them the way around the school, give tours, to help them out with whatever they need around the school. So I wear this little red tag, and I'm also the communications director of the student ambassadors. So I help put all the sign-up sheets together and just help coordinate all the events. And I also take pictures for the student ambassadors.
That's awesome. That's a big responsibility, because so often when you have a visitor to the school, you're the contact person, you're the face of the school. So if they get good vibes from you, that gives them a good impression of the whole place.
Yes, sir. So it's always our job to be super positive and to always be on top of what's going on at St. Michael.
Awesome. Calvin, you're next. What's up?
I'm a part of the swim team at St. Michael's, which is a great environment. I think our swim team has around 13 to 15 people on our team this year, including, I think, 5 different guys, and the rest are girls. And it's a really great environment to join and just to be in general.
When is your season?
So our season I'd say it starts early September, like training, and then state is like December 2nd up in Auburn.
So you're right in the thick of it right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I know swimmers, that's exhausting. You probably got to have really early mornings. And do you practice early in the morning, or is
Yes,
it?
sir. We practice. Luckily, we got practice at 7 o'clock at night, which is pretty helpful. But also sometimes you get to procrastinate your homework, and it doesn't work out best. But
That sounds a whole lot better than the early morning stuff that I know a lot of kids have to do.
All I'd want to know is that water heated. That'd be pretty important to me.
Where do you practice?
so we practice over at the Fairhope rec pool.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, maybe that's why you got to do it at 7,
Yeah.
because pool might be in use in other times.
That's right. All right, Evan, how about you?
Oh, right now I'm in the computer class, which everyone else here is. So in computer class, we go around to football games. Right now we'll commentate or we'll film. We film mass every Wednesday. We make hype videos. We've interviewed the football seniors, and now we're gonna start interviewing the volleyball seniors. We do a lot of stuff for the YouTube, a lot of stuff to promote St. Michael, and it's really fun. I enjoy it a lot.
So you're right at home here on the radio. I mean, this is right up your alley.
I guess so.
And I think they're filming it now, right? Yeah.
Yes, we are. Live
See?
streaming.
It's,
They brought their own film crew.
Yeah. Excellent. That's awesome. Yeah. So we do, of course, there's Archangel does football broadcast for St. Michael and McGill as well. So that's a lot of fun to be involved with football broadcasting. Well, thanks, y'all. I know that sped by really quick, but we're going to take a break here at the bottom of the hour, bring in our next slate of St. Michael students. But in the meantime, you can call or text 251-928-2111 with your pledge. Look forward to hearing from you. We'll be right back.
Great
Don't
job.
go away. We'll be right back. As a listener-supported radio ministry, your donation of any amount is essential to continuing our mission of proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ. So please consider calling or texting your pledge to 251-928-2111. You can also email your pledge to office@archangelradio.com.
Sometimes you need a new dentist. You're new in town or your dentist retired, so you need to find a replacement. Dr. Brandon O'Donnell at Alabama Smile Design is your answer. From general dentistry to emergencies, cosmetics, and services to fit the entire family. Call 251-344-4994 or visit them at alabamasmiledesign.com. Alabama Smile Design, creating beautiful smiles to match a beautiful city.
Okay, yeah.
Mercy Life of Alabama offers seniors a variety of care with a specialized team of healthcare professionals. As a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly, or PACE, Mercy Life provides free medical and social services to qualifying seniors. To enroll, participants must be 55 or over, be eligible for nursing home care, but want to live at home and qualify for Medicaid and or Medicare. To learn more, call 855-367-6562 or visit mercylifeal.com.
Your pledge allows us to bring you LA Catholic Morning with Todd Sylvester and Ellen Taylor.
Just open the news every day. This earthly life is not feeding your soul like the Eucharist does. It's not building a community like a parish does. It is doing nothing for you in the spiritual realm, in the fullness of your humanity as God created you to be. We're just living in the surface here and partaking and drinking of all this. Just open the news and all the politicking and stories we're reading about this week, and that's not going to bring you. That's not going to bring you to the edifying end of your earthly life.
No, it's not. And I think that's why we have to invest in things like Archangel Radio, because it pays eternal dividends. And that's not just a saying, that's a truth. I stand by that. And it just reminds me, when I saw this survey, I said, look, as somebody who traffics in talking about these things and somebody who's interested in news, it's easy to focus on the negative. And wow, we were talking, oh my gosh, 30% of Catholics believe in the real presence. And a story like this might get, 70% of Catholics believe in the real presence. But that's not in any way ever going to be determinative for me in parish life or at Montgomery Catholic, because I'm always going to be pushing forward. I'm always talking to the pastor at Holy Spirit, whether it's Father Driscoll or Father Youngman or Father Montron. How can we bring the faithful into contact with Jesus?
Give money.
How can we make opportunities? Like, for example, this Saturday, we have a morning reflection. And Lord willing, we'll have 100 people there as Father Francis will talk about discerning the will of God. And we're going to have adoration, and we're going to have benediction, and we're going to have opportunities to spend some time with Jesus, to slow the game down, the game of life down. If that poll came out and said 100% of Catholics believed in the Blessed Sacrament, guess what? I'm still going to put the Saturday morning in reflection on. If it turns out that the Archdiocese Mobile gets 80 seminarians, please God, right, and 20 guys get ordained to the priesthood next year, I'm not sitting back. No. I'm pushing forward. And I think that's something we always have to do.
The phone lines are open, so call or text now with your pledge. 251-928-2111. That's 251-928-2111. You can also email your pledge to office@archangelradio.com. That's office@archangelradio.com.
Here's Stephen Henley, Executive Director of Legatus, on how to strengthen your moral compass in the workplace.
Staying in the state of sanctified grace, going to confession often, taking advantage of Mass as often as we can. And that's one of the things I look back on that Tom Monahan instituted at the Legatus meeting, to try to push our business leaders to go to Mass some other time other than Sunday, to show that they can not only go to Mass, but they can make the time that they put their priorities where they need to be.
Your work is something, your life outside of church is something that contributes to your sanctification. It is the place that you most often encounter the Savior. So you want to look for the face of Christ in your life and not have it be a big chasm between your worshiping on Sunday and the rest of your life.
Helping you to find the face of Christ, this is Archangel Radio, broadcasting all that is good, true, and beautiful.
Rivers in the shotgun. Cordy to his right in the backfield. Takes a snap. Pitches it across. Has Cordy, who dives ahead forward. Touchdown, St. Michael!
This week, the regular season of grinding comes to an end as the Cardinals get scrappy with the T.R. Miller Tigers at Volanta Park. Pre-game with Robin, Chase, and Tony at 6:30 and a game time at 7. Follow the action on the Archangel Radio phone app. St. Michael, defend us.
Right on that table in the front.
So how do you go from being a UPS driver to entering seminary? Where's the bridge, man?
The bridge comes from Archangel Radio. So I tuned into the Catholic station while I was out working. Everything that was on Archangel, I was listening to. So I'm listening, I'm learning things all day long. Apologetics, but for me, it really drew me in.
What are you going to write with?
I don't have one that I was having.
It's in my car.
Reed can get you a pen. Reed, would you be able to acquire a pen for Mr. McDonald?
These times were created by situations.
After Ellen's.
Oh, yes. We're going for the joy.
Absolutely. In this next segment.
Pummel it in you.
True and beautiful.
Welcome back to the Archangel Radio Fall Pledge Drive, hosted by Tom McDonald. The phone lines are open, so call or text
That's a pretty
now
big
with your
sigh
pledge
for hour 2.
251-928-2111.
We get into what happened last night when I went home. There's always a crisis. Every year is a crisis.
More than watching baseball. Did you watch baseball late, Tom McDonald?
I did. Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
I did watch baseball last night.
Okay.
I watched the Diamondbacks defeat the Phillies, which I was hoping for because I'm a Rangers fan, and I think the Diamondbacks will be an easier
there
opponent.
you go. Your backward way of not rooting for Philly.
That's right.
It's Pledge Drive. We're in the middle of hour 2. St. Michael is in the hot seat. I'll let you jump in. But just a reminder, everyone here is to help us raise money for Archangel Radio. It's all great to hear these conversations, but these conversations only happen because people make donations during these 3 days of Pledge Drive in the fall, and we do 3 days in the spring. So they're interesting, they're edifying, and they're uplifting to us, but they all serve a greater purpose, which is to help keep Archangel Radio on the air. And our goal is $105,000 after 3 days, and we're not quite there, and we need some help. We need your help today, if you can. Danny has given a pledge of $500. Thank you very much, Danny. You can be like Danny and give a pledge at 251-928-2111, or text that same number. We'll send you a link. Just write the word link, put the letter L, whatever you want to send us. We can send you back a link to make a donation, or go to archangelradio.com. Maybe you're on your way to work, but you want to make a donation, please do so at archangelradio.com. There we go.
So coming up after this hour at 9 o'clock, we'll be joined by some folks from Little Flower Catholic School in Mobile. And then 10 o'clock, staying in Mobile with Corpus Christi. And then moving back over here to the Eastern Shore at 11 a.m. with some guests from St. Patrick in Robertsdale. We'll take a break at lunch, and we'll do some break-ins every half hour or so from noon until 3 o'clock, where you'll hear the regular daily programming for Archangel Radio. And at 3, we'll come back live for the pledge drive to close out the day from 3 to 5. At 3, we'll do an hour focused on McGill Tool and football. Don't worry, we'll get to St. Michael football tomorrow. And at 4 o'clock, we'll be joined by our superintendent of Catholic schools, Chad Barwick. So great stuff coming up. Stay with us throughout the day. And please help us out at 251-928-2111. So we have 4 new students, they're not new students, but 4 new guests from St. Michael over across the way from us. And I'm going to ask you all to start from one end closest to me and go down and tell us your name and your grade.
I'm Sam Evanston, and I'm a senior.
I'm Ryan Garlock, and I'm a junior.
I'm Sam Crosby, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm James McCalvary, and I'm a junior.
Writing those down.
Yeah, I'm writing down the grade levels so I remember. I mean, the red shirt's a giveaway.
Yeah, that's it.
Sam, are you you have any appreciation or knowledge of the original Star Trek series?
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
I mean, it's probably for the best that you know, because you would be very uncomfortable wearing that red shirt right now. That's all it is. Our older listeners will know what I'm talking about. See, in the show, like the red-shirted crew members were always like the ones who got killed off on the missions down on the planet.
They were security, and if you didn't recognize their face, like, oh, who's that actor? We've never seen him before. You know they're wearing the red shirt. They're not long for the episode.
They're not going to survive the episode. They're wearing a red shirt. But at St. Michael, that's a senior privilege to wear that red shirt, which we heard about before the break. So, Sam, what I asked the group before the break what their best sort of pitch for St. Michael's was, and what would be yours? What is it that you really value and appreciate about your St. Michael experience?
I'd have to say the faith in learning, and they tie every subject with our faith, and I really do appreciate that because I think God is in everything, and that's my favorite part about St. Michael. That's how I get you to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the most important thing for sure. Ryan, how about you?
I would say the teachers, because they're like always looking out for us and helping us, and we have tutoring in the morning and afternoon with them.
Are there any particular teachers who stand out as somebody that you know that you've really kind of I mean, not to say that you're not being negative about teacher, just like who stands out for you as somebody that really had a positive impact for you?
I would say Miss Andrews, our history teacher. I've always liked her, and she's always helping us out.
Awesome. Sam?
I would say probably kind of like Sam's, the faith part of it. That we have Mass, once a week every Wednesday, and now we started a thing where we like pray the Rosary. It's Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Excellent. And we have, for our listeners, just to clarify, we have 2 Sams. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sam 1 and Sam 2. All right, and Jameson.
I think my favorite part about the school is like the closeness of the community. I mean, we have so many clubs and so many sports teams, and we have the division with the houses. But even yet in that, everyone like always finds a way to still be so close to each other, and everyone is very like loving and appreciative towards each other.
Do the houses have, we talked about the houses before the break with the other group. Do the houses have like gear, like special shirts or like colors and things like that?
Yes. So O'Sullivan is green, Quinlan is purple, Portier is blue, and then Allen is black and yellow. So every house has their like distinct color. And I think this year they're like imagining the houses to where we're like voting on colors and like making sure specific shades of colors, to where now the student is like more involved than ever in like picking what happens in their house.
If I put you on the spot and asked you to tell me what the names of the houses signify? Would you guys be able to do that?
Isn't it like the first few priests or bishops in the archdiocese?
Portier is the name I recognize, of course, but the other ones I'm a little rusty on it myself. But
It's on your phone, so. Yeah, they
that's
are.
right.
They're all at the First Bishops in
First Bishops.
Yeah, I think that's what the first four. Yes.
Yeah.
We have them on the website on the resource page that you all can read every day.
It's all on the website. It's all the whole history and explanation there. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot with that kind of. A few years ago, and I'm not going to name names. I had a group here. I had a school here that had some kind of Latin motto, and I asked them what it meant, and then that went sideways real fast because but that's all right.
Ask these guys what Latin motto they do know.
What Latin motto do you guys know?
You got to be kidding me.
Nunc Cepi.
Okay.
I know Nunc Cepi.
Which means what?
Now I begin. Like in everything in life, you have to begin again. And whether you win or lose, you have to start over and do again and again and again. Kind of like in football. You win the play or lose the play. You do it again and again and again.
Excellent. All right, so speaking of football and other sports activities, things like that, let's do like I did with the last group and talk about what focus do you each have at school as far as clubs and sports and things like that? What are you involved in? What are you passionate about? And we'll start from the end again with Sam Edmiston.
Well, my favorite club is men's Bible study. We do that every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. in the school's field house. And 30 or 40 guys show up and we read through the scripture and study it together. We learn and grow from it together. That's my favorite club. But then also being on the football team is one of my favorite things as well. It's a great, you grow closer to your brothers, and there's a bond there that is unlike no other.
Oh yeah. The Bible study. So who runs that? Is that faculty run or is that student run or?
It's student led. I actually lead it.
Oh really?
Oh, no wonder he's got a plug for that. That's good salesmanship.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, you just started it this year.
Yeah, it's new this year.
New this year. That's excellent. That's great. And that's a big group. If there's 30 or 40 there, that's pretty impressive. So Sam, you are the one senior of this group. So I'll ask you what I asked Baylor in the last group, which is, what do you have a focus on what you want to do next year? Do you have plans lining up?
I do, yes, sir. I'd like to attend Samford University. So far, I've applied, and November 1st, I actually find out if I made it or not, or notification begins. And after that, I'd like to join their law school, so Cumberland Law School.
Well, so that's coming up November 1st. So you're going to find out pretty soon here. Well,
yes, sir.
Best of luck to you. I hope that works out. That would be great. 251-928-2111 is the number to call or text with your pledge. We are in the middle of day 2 of the Archangel Radio Fall Pledge Drive, talking with students from St. Michael Catholic High School just down the road here in Fairhope, and hearing about all the great things that are going on at St. Michael. And we're able to bring this to you because of your support, your financial support, and your prayer support to the station, to keep you updated on all that's going on throughout the Archdiocese, what's going on in the classroom, what's going on the football field with our football broadcasts, and everything else in between. So a lot of great guests coming up the rest of the day today, and we need your help to keep on the air. 251-928-2111, or go to archangelradio.com. All right, Ryan. How about you? What's your focus of activities and things?
I'm on the track team. So right now we're in the off season, but in January we'll pick back up again, and then our first meets should be around March, early March.
What events in particular do you run?
I sprint, so the 100, the 200, and some of the relays.
Okay. So you're not like a distance, like a cross country kind of person. Sir. Okay.
I would have gone for the hurdler question. Are you a hurdler? No. Okay. Yeah, that seems a bit challenging.
Yeah, my son ran cross country, and I've never figured out why. I watched him run, and I'm like, why? It doesn't seem like anybody's having fun, and I'm not having fun watching it. and I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, and I don't. And so he only did it for one season. But track, sprint, that sounds a lot more. That's a lot more like spectator friendly. Like you start and you run and it's over, and we see who won, and it all happened right in front of me, and I can sit in a seat and watch the whole race. So.
It's all about you, the fan, Tom.
That's right. It's just about the fan experience. That's all. The thing about cross country culture that I found funny. I mean, I admire cross country runners. That takes incredible endurance to do that. But the parents who were so into it that they would basically run along with the kids, like to run. I'm like, I'm going to find one spot to stand in, and then I'll see them when they come past me. I'm not going to follow them. All right. So, Ryan, so your season starts in the spring, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, do you do off-season training and stuff just to make sure that you're tip-top form?
I work out a few times a week.
All right. Awesome. Anything else besides track?
Not really.
Okay, so that's your focus. Very good. Sam Crosby, what do you have going on outside the classroom?
Right now, I play football, and I think that it's a great brotherhood, and you can bond with your friends and everything.
Now, what positions do you two Sams play?
I play defensive line.
Okay.
I played left guard, O-line.
Okay. So you guys, do you face off directly with each other in practice?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, and who usually wins that battle?
Me. Sam Edmiston.
I don't think so.
Usually.
Well, now you started it, Tom.
I mean, we could set up a little something right here.
Exactly. We got the fun and games area over here at Pledge Drive. Who needs cornhole? We'll watch this.
That's right. All right. So you got football. Would you like to continue to play football through into college, perhaps, or?
I've thought about it. I think that if I find a college that has the school that I want to do and everything, then I would do it. But if not, I think I would just go to Auburn.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And Jameson.
So I am a member of the Health and Wellness Club. I'm on the junior board. So basically what our club is about is we're basically devoted to a healthier lifestyle for the students. So obviously like no drinking, no vaping, none of that stuff. And we give time during lunch. Since there's no more club time this year, we give time during lunch for people to like get active. Since we don't have like a recess period, we just have a lunch. So we go in the gym and we get the spike balls out and we get the basketballs out and we all just kind of hang out and have fun. And it's a good time. And I'm also a peer helper that Franklin talked about earlier. And I'm a member of the basketball team.
Okay, so that's great. I love that idea at lunchtime of getting some energy out, and because it's hard to sit in the classroom all day long.
Right.
That's good stuff. And so basketball is right around the corner.
Yeah, we actually started practicing like full-time practice last week. We have our first game, I think, in 2 weeks. And this is looking to be an exciting year because this is the first year where we've been allowed a basketball, football PE. So we have our other PEs, and then basketball and football have their own PE at the end of the day. So that's really given us the opportunity to start getting better earlier, like start working out, get in the weight room, and start prepping for the season.
So you have basketball PE, you have that sports PE at the end of the day. So you do that, and then it just kind of continues right into practice afterwards?
Sir. Just right into practice. Yeah. We usually get in there about 2, start working out till about 2:30, and then we practice till about 4.
Perfect. Yeah, that works out real well. At McGill, we have something similar, but it's in the morning. And so they show up before school and then go into the first period PE. So my son plays, and I bring him to that, and I'm not a huge fan of having to get there that early, but in fact I dropped him off on the way here this morning, so that actually worked out pretty nicely. But we're excited about basketball starting too. That's a great. The best thing about basketball is that it's air conditioned. Again, for the fan experience, it's I don't have to worry about bringing an umbrella or anything. It's just nice.
It's all about you and your fan experience.
Right, fan experience. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left against the Archangel Radio Fall Pledge Drive, 251-928-2111. And I see our guests from Little Flower are just around in the corner here, and we'll be joined by them after the top of the hour. And then following them, Corpus Christi at 10 and St. Patrick at 11 o'clock. So a few minutes left here with St. Michael Catholic High School students. Is there just, we'll just kind of open it up to anybody, any of you guys who wants to speak. What else is going on in St. Michael that you feel it's important for our listeners to be aware of and know that's going on?
We're starting a wrestling team for our first year. And it is going to be headed by Coach Adam Hicks, who was the coach at Baker for a couple years, and they had a great record. Pretty excited about that.
Now, Sam, are you going to wrestle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you wrestled before?
I've done something like wrestling, but not like this. No.
Okay, so this will be a new thing, new skill.
It should be.
I mean, that seems like a natural fit, wrestling and then playing on the line in football.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I mean, it's another form of doing something similar.
It should help, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. One will serve the other one. What else? What else you got going on? How's what is the enrollment now? Like, how many students do you have there in the school?
356 students.
356. Okay. And the school, this is where in year, let's see, how many years has the school been open now?
2016.
Yeah, 2016 we opened up.
So you're, Sam, you're in how many graduating classes have there been? Which class will you be? Like maybe the fourth? Does that sound right?
Fourth, yeah.
Yeah.
My oldest brother, Will Edmiston, was the first graduating class.
Oh.
Okay.
That claim to fame and decades down the road in St. Michael history and trivia lore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's a special thing to be part of that first wave of students coming through. You know, your old principal, Mr. Weber, was my brother-in-law. So,
oh wow.
You know, he always kept me up to date on what was going on at St. Michael, and also I used to teach at McGill with Mr. Martin.
Oh yes.
Did any of you have him for theology?
I did.
Yeah. So he and I taught together at McGill years ago before he went to St. Michael. So a lot of great stuff going on at St. Michael, and we are happy to talk about it and support all that's going on there. And to me, the neat thing about St. Michael is that it's the way to bring the Catholic community of Baldwin County together. All these different feeder schools. Which schools did you guys go to?
Well, I came from Christ the King.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh,
I did not come from a feeder school.
Okay. All right. Well, in theory, actually, you know, many of your classmates, you know, coming from St. Patrick's and St. Benedict and from Christ the King and the different parishes that serve all those schools, and St. Michael can really be a place where that whole community comes together, kind of like in Mobile when we get together for you know, at McGill. It's the same kind of thing. You know, the whole Catholic community comes together. Now I understand that y'all have you guys play football. There was an announcement recently of a big there's going to be the building of athletic facilities and a field or a stadium and all that. Is that right?
That's right.
You guys know anything about that? Are you excited about that?
Well, I know from what I can see because we practice right next to it, and it looks really good. There's lots of trucks coming in all the time, like big old trucks. And
the lights are up.
Waiting for the grass to be done now, so the foundation must be good. And the lights, like Sam Crosby said, the big lights, they're already put in.
Yeah, you can see them from 104 when you're driving down the road. Yeah, very exciting.
Do you know when they expect to have that? What's the goal for having that open to play there?
Before next football season.
Next season?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah.
excellent. Wow, that's fantastic. I'm sure the broadcast crew for the football games will be excited about calling games from.
Yeah, they're probably going to
new stadium.
decorate their home press box suite or something like that, you know? probably put signed pictures of themselves up with, you know, famous people they've met.
Yeah, it'll be neat for y'all to have your own place with your own logo on the field and your own traditions there, and not have to share space with Fairhope. Even though that's great that y'all have had that place to play. It was, we used to, years ago at McGill, we had to share Ladd People Stadium with about 4 other schools and rotate through, and it was so cool when we got our own place, and then it was our community coming together, and y'all have that same really neat experience, having your own place to come together as a community based around St. Michael.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jerry Marlowe's writing a note over there. Must be something he wants to get on the air.
I didn't know about it. There's a new tradition coming to St. Michael, the Cardinal Walk.
Okay.
This Friday.
Before the game.
Before the game.
Oh, that's because it's your last home game or the last game of the season. You got to buy the final week of it. Yeah. See, I even know this.
Final week buy. Yeah.
Yes.
But
And
it gives us a break before playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the playoff situation right now? Like, is it a lock, or do you have to win this game, or what's the story there?
We're locked in. Currently, we're a 3rd seed, and to beat this, if we win this game, I think. Oh no, we're 4th seed, but if we win this game, we get to 3rd.
Okay.
But we're still locked in right now.
So either way, you're going to be on the road for that first game. But if you win, then you would.
It could be a home game.
Could be a home game for the second game. So.
Oh, that would be good. This is exciting because this is the first year that St. Michael football is making the playoffs. So
yeah,
we're
that's
very
huge.
excited to be part of that at Archangel Radio. As many of our listeners, supporters know of St. Michael or don't, we've got like a St. Michael channel on Archangel Radio, and you can go and you can listen to past games. They keep everything up there. You can listen live to the broadcast team. And, so, sometimes we always talk about ways to engage our football consumers to become football supporters of Archangel Radio. So maybe if you are a fan of St. Michael, this is your opportunity during our pledge drive. Richard's given a donation of $50. Thank you very much. You too can get your donation in. St. Michael Catholic High School. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
It's 251. This is your time right now. 251-928-2111. Who are we resetting with, Tom?
We will be joined at the 9 o'clock hour by some students from Little Flower Catholic School.
Okay.
Look forward to talking to them. Stick around for that conversation, but in the meantime,